I'm Bob.
I'm
That's
gonna beat you to the
Kristie.
whoop whoop. All
Her
right.
fingers are fast. Whoop whoop. Now listen, I'm not moving on to the next slide until I see a bunch of whoop whoops
Let's see the whoop
in the
whoops
chat. I need to see a bunch of participation.
We love it. Whoop whoop is exciting. It's universal. Doesn't need to be translated.
Yeah. I kid you not. People used to laugh at me before, and
Yeah.
now it's a worldwide phenomenon. Before I can even say anything to anybody, people come on when I'm meeting people for whoop. And so so you know what the drill is. So you know.
No matter what language you speak, you can always whoop whoop.
All right. So listen, during this broadcast, okay, this is gonna be important because this is some motivation, some learning, some how to build your proper teams, et cetera, et cetera. So as we come on, I'm going to slow things down a little bit, step by step, to be able to help people. So please make sure you're paying special attention, right?
Yes.
All right, here we go. This is a fact for you. You're either driving your business or the business is driving you. Let me say that to you again. You're either driving the business or the business is driving you. What I mean by that is this. You're either being proactive or you're being reactive. Proactive means you're making the outgoing calls. You're seeing what's going on in your teams. You're talking to your personally sponsored people daily. You're talking to their personally sponsored people daily. Those are called clues of a top earner in the making. If you are just waiting for your phone to ring, that's a problem. And if you want to check to see where you are in this, why'd y'all get quiet all of a sudden? Because you know you're guilty. That's why. Take a second and look at your phone. If you see the same numbers in there all the time, that's a problem. That means you are relying upon the people that you already know or are already in your business to help take you to the next level. So as I'm going through this, would every single person, I'll give you a chance to agree or not agree, would every single person agree with what I just said? Yes?
Let's see.
Or no?
Yep.
Because at the end of this, by the time we're done with this, if y'all are shaking your heads and saying yes the whole time, right? The conclusion can only be yes. Right? Yeah. Am I right?
When you're right, you're right.
I'm right. So look at your phone. You'll see what I mean. Right? Now, this is how I became a top earner in the industry. I started doing this and I still do this. Okay? Because I think this is something that we need to think about for a second. In life, we categorize people's wealth. You have people that I call your 100 heirs. Think about what I just said for a second. 100 heirs. You can write that down. That's another Bobism.
We've got a whole book now.
Yeah. Then you have your 1,000 heirs. Then you have your 100,000 heirs. Then you have your millionaires. Then you have your multi-millionaires, whatever that even means. Multi could mean you have 2 million, it can mean you have 5 billion. Then you have billionaires. So I want to give you a good piece of advice. You ready for it?
You're ready.
Don't follow 100 heirs because you'll wind up being a 100 heir. What is somebody who's 1,000 heir in this business really going to teach you? They're going to teach you at best how to be 1,000 heir. And I don't think that's where your dreams are. If it is, you need bigger dreams. So pay very close attention to what I'm about to teach you. Okay? I know this. When I got started in the business through my warm market contacts, meaning my friends, people with whom I already have a relationship with, that I know at least 500 people by first and last name. That means that I have a relationship with them. Now, isn't that a funny thing that when we're in the industry, in the business of relationship marketing, that you want to talk to people with whom you have a relationship.
Yep.
Isn't that common sense? Would everybody say, is that common sense? Yes or no? Just let me know in the chat.
Bunch of yeses.
Just common sense.
Makes sense.
These are people that are BLT, people that believe, like, and trust. So every single one of you out there, you know, whether you understand it or not, that you know at least 500 people, right? So if I know 500 people, then when I sponsor Tom, I know Tom knows 500 people, and I know Sue knows 500 people. So that means right out of the gate, there is 1,500 people. And I'm sorry, Jeanette, I don't know you, but what you just said, I like the cold market too. I'm going to tell you right now, you're wrong. And I need to give everybody here some honest love. And let me just say this. There's love and there's honest love. Love means I'll tell you what you want to hear. Honest love means I have to tell you what you need to hear in order to get your dreams in place. Rule number one in this business is this. It's not what works for you. It's what can be duplicated by everybody. And nobody in this industry has the time to teach every single person on your team how to be a professional seller. You can't do it. The business moves too fast. So let's go back to the basics here, please. Bob, Tom, Sue, that's 1,500 people.
A lot of people.
A lot of people. Right? So when I sponsor somebody, this is what I want to know. I want to know what the dreams of Sue and Tom are. Just that simple. How do I know? It's called a clue. I ask them. And I already know something about them anyway because I have a relationship with them. But I don't care where you are in the world. I don't care. Everybody's dreams generally fit into what's called form. Write it down. FORM. The F stands for family. Most people would like to have more time to spend with their family. Would you agree or not agree?
Absolutely. Yes. Lots of agreement.
Hello, team. Wake up in the chat, please. Family.
It's moving. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. The next is occupation. Most people in life, about 97% of people actually, are in a job where they feel that they are underpaid or underappreciated or undervalued.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. R, recreation. Would you like to have more free time to enjoy things? Going boating, going fishing, spending time at the beach, spending time with the family.
Yep, everybody wants
Speaking of which, everybody wants it, but here's the problem for some. You do all that right now, but you have a skinny wallet. So you have to learn how to make sacrifices better. There's just some. Just being honest love. And then the M comes down to money. Would you or would you not like to earn more money?
Absolutely, everybody.
So these are called your dreams. It's called your emotional fuel. I always know people's dreams because if they're doing great, I'll tell them, hey, you're just closer to reaching your dreams. If you're being lazy, I'm going to tell you, you're not going to reach your dreams like this. So again, I want to pause for a second. And does everything that I've said so far make perfect sense to everybody so far?
Yep, everybody shaking their heads. Yep, yep, yep.
Yep. Everybody's saying yes. Okay. Okay. Next, please. Right out of the gate, I set the urgency, the tone for people. I don't say we're going to wait. I'm not going to say I'll call you in a couple of days. I'm not going to say I'm going to call you if you have any questions. I'm not going to say call me if you have any suggestions. If you have any ingredient questions, call me if you have any comp plan questions. No. Here's what we're going to get doing right away. Inviting. Period. Some of you got this backwards. You want to learn and then you earn. No. In this business, you do both at the same time. You learn while you're earning. So right out of the gate, write down your top 25 prospect list. Who are they? Your friends, your family, your coworkers, people you have a relationship with. That's what you're doing. Also, we need to invite all 25 in the first 72 hours. Because the goal is to be qualified in your first 72 hours. I mean, again, this is not an income promise. Just listen to what I'm saying, though. Have you ever heard anybody say, I want to get rich slow?
No.
So if you want to have a chance in the world of reaching your dreams, you've got to get busy. It's common sense. It's honest love. So people are, okay, invite. How do I invite? You might want to read page 6 of the Purple Diamond Guide. It tells you exactly what to say. So they don't have to wonder, which means you have to sell somebody. If you want to be a top earner, then guess what? You need to go print off and read the Purple Diamond Guide. You need to make sure that you're inviting people right out of the gate. If you're inviting wrong, I mean, let me ask you a question. If you have, you want to make a cake, and you have 10 ingredients, but you're missing the first ingredient, is your cake going to come out good or not? No. You didn't start right, so you're not going to end right. I promise you the same thing when it comes to building your business. If you're using the wrong invitation, it's not going to work. It might sell a person, but it's not going to duplicate. So again, what I said makes sense. Urgency. Why? Why urgency? Because if your car's beat up, you better work fast. If your house is beat up, you better work fast. If you don't want to go out to the mailbox because you're worried about your bills being there, you better work fast. This is all common sense. Money truck's not showing up in your driveway. So you need to get to work fast. If you get to work fast, your team will, it's called a clue. They will start to work fast. So does everybody understand what I'm saying so far?
Everybody's agreeing. They're loving it.
Simple stuff. Bob's a simple dude. I am. I have to be.
It's good.
Now let's go on to the next one. This is a fact. Everybody knows at least 2 people that wants to get paid every 5 minutes and get healthy at the same time. If you don't know that, well, I tell you what, you better go find new friends.
Just you.
Oh, I have a friend, they don't want to make money. Nonsense. I've never seen somebody say they don't have more room in their wallet for more money or more free time or more family time. Right? People think money that make you happier. You don't know where to shop. Would everybody agree with me that everybody knows at least yes or no in here? What I want to know.
Yep. Yes.
Okay. Here's a clue. When you get in the business and you sponsor somebody or you're out inviting, if your phone is not ringing, if you have to check your phone to see if it's working, there's a problem.
If it's on.
Right. Or your ringer's off. Something is not right. Would you also agree with me by saying this? If you are building a business, it's the same thing. If you owned a storefront and I was selling flowers and nobody's walking in your front door and your phone is not ringing, that's a problem. It's called a money problem. So if your phone in this business is not ringing, would you also agree with me that something is not right? So then the next question you should be asking yourself is what? What could be going wrong? And the answer is anything and everything. You don't know. Do you want me to give you some clues? It could be they're not inviting. They're saying the right thing. They're trying to be an ingredientologist. They're trying to be cute on social media instead of inviting people. It could be a million things. But the reason doesn't matter. The result does. So if your phone is not ringing, this is why you need to be picking up the phone and making the outgoing phone calls to your teams to see what is going on in their business. Does that make sense to you? If you're not doing that, you're missing it. They're not, guys, there is a science to doing this stuff. And I'm not 100-air or 1,000-air. So I've done this time and time and time and time and time and time and time again. So if your phone is not ringing, pick up the phone and call out. Next. Because your job as a sponsor is to guarantee that your personally sponsored people are following the Purple Diamond Guide. It teaches you step by step by step by step by step what to do, how to say it, when to say it. What do you do to get people in the business? What do you do to sponsor promoters? How do you recruit? What do you do to build customers? What do you say to people? Where do you direct them to? It is all in there. You don't have to wonder what to say. It's all there. And I'm going to say this to you. If you're doing something, talk about guarantees for a second. If you're doing things that are not in there, it's not going to duplicate for you. It's not. So please, with the utmost of love and respect, stop trying. Some people need to stop trying to reinvent the wheel. And here's the reason why. Because you're not qualified to reinvent the wheel. Well, Bob, I think this. Look where thinking has gotten you your whole life in this industry. This is not about thinking. It's about modeling the behavior of those people who have successfully gone before you. Am I right? I said, again, this whole time, guys, team and gals, I have not seen one person say no yet. Not one person. Imagine how your business would be if not one person told you no, if not one person was unclear. Imagine where you would be. Okay? Because as you're teaching people the Purple Diamond Guide, as your phone is ringing in and out, after you sponsor your first 2 in 72 hours, then what you need to do is by teaching Sue and Tom how to duplicate the business, you need to continue to sponsor new customers and new promoters. Because people say, well, what if I tell them what to do and they don't do it? Well, the first thing I really would want to know is, are you really telling them and teaching them? 99% of the time, the answer is going to be, you're not. So, but if you sponsor 2 and they're not moving and your check's not going the way you want it to, if you're not getting the cha-chings as fast as you want to, then what you need to do is to continue to sponsor new people until you find the ones that gets you to where your check wants to be. Does that make sense to everybody? That's it. I don't rely upon any one person or any 10 people to determine my future. I keep digging. How many oysters do you have to shuck until you find the pearl? And then after I find a pearl, then guess what? I'm shucking more. I want more pearls. I want more purple diamonds. So let me just stop right here for a second and ask you. Have I said one thing that you cannot do or you cannot understand?
No, everybody's understanding. Makes sense, simple, yep.
I'm a simple guy. I'll say it again.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm simple at, I'm great at. What I'm great at, I can teach to other people. What I'm great at, I'm qualified to teach to other people. Okay? Because what should your business look like? Think about it. What should your business look like? I'm going to show you. That's what your business should look like. If you have urgency, your business should look like this. If you had speed, your business should look like this. If you know how to invite right, your business should look like this. If you spend your time trying to teach people the basics instead of trying to be popular, your business will look like this. If you stay in your warm market and teach people how to build in warm market, your business should look like this. There is nobody on earth that can refute those numbers because MLM is math. And you already admitted it to me, so you're already guilty. That everybody knows at least two people that want to get paid every 5 minutes and get healthy at the same time.
This is just two who know two.
So let me ask you a question. Would you be excited if after a year that you had 5,000, or I'm sorry, almost 5,000, just in month 12 alone, a little over 4,000 people joining your business in that month? Some customers, some promoters, people buying product, getting paid. Would that make you happy?
Very excited. Everybody's fired up about that.
Would it make you happy in month 10 if you had 1,000 people join your business just that month alone? Would that make you happy?
Yes, absolutely.
Would it make you happy? Look at the numbers on month 16. Would that make you happy? And that's just in month 16.
Oof.
Let's say it took you 3 years to get the month 16. Would you be happy? Let's say it took you 5 years. And again, I already quantified it and qualified it for you. You just have to determine how fast you want to get there. Mm-hmm. And if you get there. Mm-hmm. And if you get there, it's going to be based upon, and I'm telling you straight up, if you get there, it's going to be because you learn what I'm teaching in the Purple Diamond Guide. Mm-hmm. What about month 24? My goodness. Sure. Math, speed, urgency, mm-hmm. Learning the right things to do, the right invitation, learning what's important versus what's not important. Some of you trying to build the roof of the house before you even have your foundation right. It doesn't work like that. Because our role here at corporate is this: pay you on time, pay you accurately. Yep. Get you your product on time. Yep. Make sure it tastes great. Yep.
For sure.
Make sure the training is there. Yep. Make sure the social media is there. Yep. Make sure we continue to put down the biggest infrastructure, the fastest any company in this industry has ever had. Yep. So then the question becomes, what's left for you to do? Don't worry about us. We got it. Mm-hmm. It's all in here. Purple Diamond Guide. So I would suggest, if you haven't done it recently, that you pick it up and read it again. Can I ask y'all a question about something? I always wonder about this. Why is it for those people who are these social media gurus, or they think they're a guru, but they have skinny wallet, which means they're not a guru on jack. Why is it when you put up a post, I'm just curious, and you're trying to be motivational or whatever you're doing, and nobody reacts to it, why do people continue to post up? Don't you understand that that is hurting you from a time, whatever your personal views are, that's for you to decide. That's not for anybody else to decide but you. But doesn't everybody understand how that hurts you from a time perspective? Would you rather spend a half an hour inviting and driving your business so you can wind up like this? Or would you rather deviate and do non-revenue producing things? Let me ask you a question. What makes more sense for your family? I'm just curious. Nobody's typing. What makes more sense for your family? Is that is that honest? Is that some honest love? Because if I'm not the one to try to help you, and I believe I'm the one, I know financially I'm the most qualified to do it. If I'm not going to help you and I'm not teaching this to other people, then what does that say about me? If I have the knowledge, if I have the experience, if I have the know-how, if I have the experience, if I have the success, but I'm not sharing it with you, then what does that say about me? That means, I'll be honest with you, it means that I don't care about you. And that's not me. I'll never be like that.
Nope.
So in my day, have I upset some people by telling them they're wrong? Sure I have. But I can live with that though. Because you're wrong. If I'm telling you, I mean, the reason why I know, look at your check. If your check is not where you want it to be, that means something is not right. You have to determine what that something is. And I can help you determine what that something is through leadership, through other people, etc. Does that make sense? Just please don't make this business tougher than what it already is. It's tough because it's hard work,
right?
But it's not tough to understand. It's really not. So does everything I say make sense?
Everybody's excited about it. Making sense. Simple.
Because this is how this works. Watch. Well, Bob, I have this suggestion. My suggestion back to you is go read the Purple Diamond Guide. Go invite people. Go follow the system. That's my suggestion back. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Next. Okay. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. There are so much going on all over the world. I was at one of our manufacturing partners last couple of days.
Yep.
Our new COO and I were there last couple of days, putting in long hours, setting more of a foundation well into the future. Because as I said before, in 30 plus years of this business, I've never seen higher momentum now.
It's through the roof right now. You guys feel it. Oh,
everybody sees it. Everybody knows it. Industry leaders, they're coming. They know it. They're signing up left and right. Everybody wants to be part of the new number one. So soon, I'll be making some announcements about a couple other markets that we're going to be officially opening, as well as all the other announcements around the world, which is
a lot.
Yeah, a ton.
A lot. We can't keep you here for another few hours.
Yeah.
We just can't.
Right.
But it's coming, guys. So please, with excitement, we are doing testimonials. People are loving getting their products. They're loving getting paid. They're loving tasting it. They're loving the results. Prime, our shakes, our energy, just
testimonials
everything. So what we're asking is to continue sending your testimonials. And if you have pictures, you could send them to testimonials@QuiAri.com. Our support team is amazing. They love hearing from you guys. They pick up the phone the first couple rings. They answer emails right away. They're doing such a great job. All of corporate loves hearing from you guys, and we are just kicked it up 12 notches because we know your dreams just cannot wait. And we have that gear. We're going. We're excited. The momentum is here. So please send us those in, and we will keep you updated in the next few broadcasts of all the exciting things happening around the world.
Next slide, please.
Woo!
Well, okay, so listen. So just when you think you know somebody, I'm gonna see if you okay, take a look at that picture right there. That was in Hawaii, actually. Do you know that that is the one time in my life, the one day I wore flip-flops? True
Like,
story.
what are you gonna tell about this story?
No, it's
Like,
true. Now, I've lived in Florida for a long time because I'm a.
I own a pair of flip flops.
Do you know I wore those that one day, and the little thing in between your toes, it put such a blister in
Oh
between my
gosh.
toes, I couldn't even do it.
He had the blister, and of course he wears them on the first day, and then the whole rest of the trip, my feet hurt.
Yeah, that was
So,
about right.
We are
That was
not
about right.
wearing these things. So every time we go somewhere,
Kristie,
he tries to take
can
these
you put me?
sandals.
Can you put me on my piggyback? Can you carry me?
And I'm like, no. He's like, but what if we go to the pool? No, you are not wearing these sandals. There you go, to commemorate the moment.
So that
Definitely.
lot of in speaking of Hawaii, I mean,
Yeah.
what a sad tragedy that happened there, and it underscores a lot of things. We have taken a lot of people there to Lahaina, right where the fire is and was, and I mean, it was the people of Hawaii are just incredible. They're spirits, loving people, and you see that spirit. That's why we love traveling. I mean, all over the world, because the spirit of people is just tremendous, no matter where you are. But it just really goes to show you how fast life can turn. You know, the unexpected, right? So it's important that you celebrate your life, and I mean this. I mean, like now, but you have to put yourself in a position to celebrate. You really do. You really do. So that is something which is critically important.
Yeah.
So
our prayers go out to everybody in Hawaii, and even our friends in Canada as well. You know, you guys are going through some tough times right now. Please stay safe, and as always, please reach out to us. And
make sure that you take care of each other. That's important. That's
our culture.
That's really important. One family.
For sure.
One family, say that, right?
And we mean it.
One of my favorite shirts I've ever seen. I'll tell you something else about me. Is it says mess with me, mess with the whole trailer park. And it has a picture of a trailer on it. And the meaning behind it is that everybody is one family.
Mess with
that's
one,
what it means. And that's how I feel. And that's how I always felt.
We will rise together, guys. So we're here to support you. We're excited. We're fired up more than ever.
So I've kept you for about a half an hour. I hope that you have learned something in this. Go print off the Purple Diamond Guide if you have not already. Please go read it again. We're here to help, as always. All right. And I'll say this in closing. We love everybody. QuiAri, the new #1, has arrived. Thank you. Talk to you soon.
Love you guys. Thank y'all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.